everybody. We're going to do a quick painting. We're just going to have a little bit of fun, a little bit of, oh, sorry, arms aren't as long as I like them to be. We're just going to have some fun here. Just going to make it, I'm using a hexagon item. What's that called? I got it from the Dollar Tree canvas. And we are going to create a storm. Now, the storm doesn't have to be a big storm. It can be small. And I hope you have fun with this. Because, sometimes it's just good to sit and paint a little bit. Just for fun. I'm just putting on an apron. Now, you might want to prep your canvas. Now, this is from the Dollar Tree. It's not the best canvas, I can tell you that. But I did take and kind of bend it. And then, your canvas also has grooves on it. And I think I'm going to have it be like this. Some people like canvas this way, but I think I'm going to have it like this for the storm. And I'm going to paint it. Now, with having it this way, my canvas pattern is more this way than across. So that might be a bit of a challenge for some of it, even me, just to be honest. So, you might have to do a little bit of drying, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm just adding a little black, just a couple dots. I'll just set them on the floor. I don't want it runs out my back. And we're going to add a little bit of blue, or purple, sorry. Don't know my colors tonight. Now some light blue. You can use dark blue if you only have dark blue. That's fine. Figured with the black and the purple. Just a little bit there. And then I'm going to add some green down here. That in there. Don't like to stay on. There we go. And then some white, kind of like in between the layers. Excuse me. Just, I didn't have, see if I can poke that. How is everyone tonight? You doing all good? Might be just big enough to do what I want. Don't be scared to say hello if you're here. Doesn't want to work that way. A little better. Let's see if it works. This one gets tangled up so easily. Grab a paper towel. Now I'm just going to use one brush to get us started. I also want to add a little bit of brown. Just kind of like right here. And this brown should come out. This is a little glossy, but hey. Not much. Now I got all my paints down here. You don't need to see my face. My face is going to stay the same. And I'm going to find a fairly soft brush. Whichever brush works best for you is the brush that maybe you should use. The ones you like the best. All right. Hello, hello, hello. So I'm starting at the top. My black, like I said, is super runny. We're going to be adding white to it. And then I'm just going to kind of come down little by little. And I'm adding, as you can see, I didn't get to the edges there. I'm going to add a little red up. Oh, right. I thought I had my phone off, friends. Now this is going to be stormy. We're going to add some white here in just a bit. Now I'm adding the green. It's a very simple type of craft, I think. And we're going to add the green, and I'm going to mix those right in with the brown. I gotta switch hands, guys. I'm more left-handed than I am right-handed. See how it just kind of like swirled up a storm there. We're going to be adding white to dull it out in just a second. We don't want it so bright. Now I'm using the same brush. I just added some water on it. And my paint is like way down. Now I've just got a handful of white on here. And I'm just going to kind of like bring it in. Taking more of the white, maybe you can do a swirl. Just keeping, I'm not going to go into the green and the brown, just more at the top. You have something like so. You see that? And I got a good nice smudge on the back. Now, we're going to dry it just a bit. Now this might make your canvas roll up a little bit. Don't let that bother you. There's quite a bit of paint on here, friends. There's something right there. Don't know what that was. I think we're going to need a little bit of more, kind of like a blue, right towards that center. Give it more of a cloud look. Just a little line. And it has a little blue or white on it. Oh, it has every color on it actually. I'm just going to add a little bit more blue into this area. I want the cloud to look like a cloud up there. A little bit better, I think. That's better, I think. I messed up my whole napkin. Terrible, aren't I? All right, now let's try drying it. Look, that looks better. Sorry about that. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all are here. Question for Kathleen. Why do you go too much work to put your paint? My paints were the multiple colors. When I put them in here, that's the end of my paints. My other paints have not come in that I ordered. Um, they're being looked at, but my paints are not here yet. Containers that appears to be good flaws. Yep, the top, that's because there's some chalk paint in it. Especially my white one here. This one has a little bit more chalk paint than I normally have in the bottle. Normally I just have acrylic paints in mine. But when you add chalk, chalk comes dry, which chalk clogs. That's why you don't like to put chalk paint down your drain. Plaster and cement and all those kind of things you don't want to put down your drain. Nothing is ever perfect. Even these bottles, like the brown is in my glass bottle. Now this is all this color. I know that for sure because I don't put this in a bottle unless it's at the very end and I can't get my brush all the way down it. So I hope that helps you out a little bit. When you see my bottles like these have been mixed with other paints, and the color is what they are. Almost dry. Did I help you, Della? Thanks for asking. I appreciate that. I have a little glob of paint here, so I'm just going to kind of like smear it around, kind of get that green. We're going to put flowers across here and raindrops and the bolt of lightning. Like I said, this is going to be a very simple painting. I'm doing this for my day job. I want my friends at my work, my residence, to paint this picture of a storm, and I like them to have a sample. Oh, I put that over there. Okay. Seniors seem to need a little more samples than everyone else. All right, and then I want to use a little yellow. Again, this is a mixed yellow. There's three yellows in here. If you can see the different colors there. There's even a gold in this one, I believe. So I'm just going to add some yellow down here on my little board. Might even be chalk in this one. And I'm going to add a little bit of white. Looking for a simple, easy brush to make it. Mix that, kind of get it into a little cream. A lot of white on the edges, but hello, hello. Okay, I got this into a lime yellow. Now I do it all freehand, friends. So if I wreck it, I wreck it. But I'm going to just add like a lightning bolt. And I'm going to start towards the top. I wanted a thinner line, but that almost worked. And then I'm going to kind of like pat this dry. Just had to hit this, so I'm trying to fix my little mess up here. Being very careful. It's not the best lightning bolt I've ever done, and it's still a mess. Like I said, it's just a sample. I try to fix my mess, but it's still kind of bad. It happens. And then we're going to add some raindrops. And I'm going to use a little bit of the blue. I did have a toothbrush here. Oh, this one's nice and good. I can see the hole and everything. Let me see where I put my brush. We're just going to go in, dip it. I'm going to scrape off a lot of it. Not going to need a lot. Just making it look like raindrops. Guys, we only had 19 inches of snow here. That's all. We didn't get the 2 feet they were saying, thank goodness. I think that looks all right. Maybe a little bit more. I don't want to add more paint, so I'm just kind of like forcing it out. I got plenty down there. Felt good on my finger. I'll put that in my water so it doesn't fry. And then I'm gonna plug in my heat gun because I thought I had it in, but I don't. We're gonna add flowers here, spring. Make it springy looking. Let me add this in. Oh, sweet. Heard you'll have a big snow there. Yeah, well, 19 inches is not bad. Some areas was 17. Some was down more to the west of us. They got the 2 feet, and I believe below us got the 2 feet. We got 19 altogether, so it wasn't bad. I was really glad it wasn't. Where did my flowers go? It wasn't more than what it was. I moved my flowers way over here. No, those aren't done. The roses. We'll use these hydrangeas, and we'll add a little bit of the leaves here. And like I said, we're making it look springy. So maybe one of these, maybe two. Say that much others. And we'll add some of these, and they don't have to be. I'm gonna cut them off. So. It's easier said than done. Cut them off in, little high sections and such. That should probably be good. But I had some yellow flowers. Here's a little yellow. A little blue. I'm simply just going to be adding them like a garden right in this area. Try to 3D it out where it can. These are on wires, so they bend kind of nice. them out a little bit. Easier said than done, it looks like. Just want some flowers in there. These ones are so big. Maybe just having a few here like that and save these. Maybe one of these might go right in there. Kind of big. Smaller one. We'll just do that. This is a little smaller than what my group will be using, but it's still kind of cute. It's a fun little craft tonight, friends. I was going to do those, the bottles, and I got them all washed out, and I actually got them cut so I could easily do it. And then I decided to do this instead. And the reason why is I couldn't decide um, how I really wanted it. I could just want to stay where I want it. You know how that is. And my hot glue is ready. Here it is. It is ready. I had to do some adjusting with some of these flowers. It's kind of making it look like it's a plant type of thing. Now this craft might be for you guys, and it might not be. You know, I do a variety of things. I try to make things interesting. So if you don't like my crafts tonight, I totally get it. I don't like every craft I do. I just try to make it a little bit different. Looking for a bead. I had all those little beads here, and now I used them all. Well, let's see. Far from a bead. A little box. Hold on. I have little containers all over my desk here. You saw my beads. Come on. But I got my little gadget box here. I have some red beads. I don't have beads, but I have this. So this could work. You can just roll these up. And it's purple. It kind of matches the... I'm giving these an inside. I'm just going to make it like a little ball. See, just emphasize. Making things work. And it's kind of glittery, so that's kind of cool. And that should work. I glue that on. Make sure I got my petals the right direction. Get a nice little, take away the string, a nice little flower there. And then I'm going to scoot that right into here with these all up. So I'm going to glue my ends. So you put a little glue on the side there. There's a little more I needed. And then I'm folding it up, kind of pinching it. And I'm going to do the same on this one, just kind of making it fold together instead of being out. Just a dot. Obviously I can't do a dot tonight. So I'm making like a little pocket. Now this side you're going to do both sides. One will come across and the other one will come behind it. And it'll be like a little tulip type. And I'm just using stuff around my desk, guys. I'm trying not to buy anything. We have this big retreat coming up and I have to really focus on that. So I made that flat flower into a 3D high-rise little cut flower. And that's going to sit right in here between them all like it was meant to be part of that group. And just a little bit of glue on the very bottom. Spread your flowers so you can get it in there. And just let your flowers kind of form it to the way it needs to be. Let's do the same thing over on this other side. I am going to take some leaves and kind of cover up this little bit. Need that again. I'm going to pop these out. Well, actually, let's just cut them off. So when I take a leaf, these are off the flowers, I fold it into its natural fold, like so. I'm going to do that with this one as well. I make that fold like a fold. You see how it can glue all over me. Now, I'm just going to take this and I'm going to cut it at a point. Like a leaf would be. Curve that just a bit. I don't want it to be like a butterfly, but I basically make a heart upside down. And those make really good foliage at the bottom here. Then I take the heart ends. Sometimes I like to fold them because I want it to like cover up that. Well, maybe I won't glue them. I'll just kind of show. These are really big leaves. Let me fix that. Now what did I do with those? Just a minute. I'll put my pinking scissors somewhere. Everybody has to move up downstairs. We're going to make this one shorter. So again, I'm just following the pattern that it has, and I'm going to cut it shorter. Again, it still has its natural fold right here. And we open it up. It's the same flower, but shorter. And that looks so much nicer here. I like that better. Just a couple drops. You don't need a lot. Another one here. So we're going to do that same thing. I'm going to cut it off first. And I don't want a huge leaf here. It kind of takes away this edge. So we're going to cut it, again, smaller. Now make sure your seam that you want your leaf to be is folded correctly. I use pinking scissors because that's the same kind of edge it has. And again, we have a nice wait, I showed you the back, sorry. There's the front. And we're going to just cover up those so it looks more natural. Just a little bit. Now I didn't cut this one in a heart. I just did it in a teardrop. But normally I do hearts. I did cut it wrong. Alright, so now this one's going to be glued here. Just like a little garden. And I got the lightning bolt going right smack into the flowers. Gracious me. This one over here. Good, and I just joined the stem. I actually just saw where my lightning bolt went. Again, just the big stem. That's what's so fun about creating, guys. You can screw up and it still looks good. And this one's going to go right here. Just slide this flower over. We're going to make that same little ball. Fold it a little bit. I actually made a little ball, so I went around and then I turned it halfway and went the other way to make a little ball. Now this flower is a little bigger, so I'm going to make it just a tiny bit bigger as well. If you want it to be, I might as well just use the whole thing. Kind of fun to create something so silly, right? All right. Make sure your petals are up the right direction. Put in your glue. Take your little ball you just formed. Stick it on. Pick it up right away. Now again, you're going to pocket the leaves up like so. A little bit of glue will go a long ways. And I try to do it all the same directions. Not saying I never screwed up and put them all backwards. I have. Right here. You know, as your petals are being made, or your petals that you make, they all have that little corner. So now I got another little pocket flower with some hot glue. And that's going to be glued right into the center here. Again, glue where the part is, and then put this like it's supposed to be there. Move your flowers around to give it some fun. I need 2 more leaves. Let's see if I can cut this better this time. It's going to be cut into fold it, crease it. Hearts work the best. Now, this is a little bigger area. I probably could get by with the bigger leaf. It's not going to hurt it at all. I think it actually looks fairly good. We're just going to do that. And I cover it up Now, do they have to match the leaves that are there? No, they don't. You're just making them look I'm cutting in a heart shape. Hearts are much easier, friends. I'm going to cover this one up. I'm just covering up the lower stems. So when I hold it up, you'll be able to see it. And I don't even have to cut this one either. But if you did have to cut it, use your pinking scissors. Right. had my phone on, didn't I? This one went its own direction, which kind of bums me out. So I'm going to give it a little slice here. I'm trying to get it around this. There we go. That looks better. There's it. And then I'm going to just glue it right back down. Maybe do that around this one as well. Do it behind and in front. My brother's probably going to catch pneumonia. But look how fun this came out. Just a cute little stormy picture. It's really cute. Now I'd like to add a little bit of a tree, just a tiny one. I want a tiny leaf. There we go. You don't need a huge, massive tree. Add more paint in here then. I have to hit the yellow. Adding some thickness and some branches. And let my brush go wherever it wants to go. It will be just fine. There we go. Now we're going to add a little bit of just some leaves on it, just to give it a spring look. Little bees, just with the green. I put my green down here. And I'm just going to use my Q-tip for that. I got plenty on here. I'm just going to make these anywhere and everywhere. Could add apples if you wanted, if you want an apple tree, whatever, it will be just fine. Making a spring picture, your leaves don't have to be completely out yet, but it's kind of fun. The Q-tips make nice little leaves. Of course, if you have some Haute Couture items, you can maybe use their leaves. They have some really cute leaves, but I just want little tiny leaves right now. You're going to make a big one, and make a big one. I'm just making one for here. And even if there's not a stick there, friends, you can just add a leaf. It's not that big of a deal. Keep it simple, keep it fun. Have lots of leaves on here. We're adding them. Should be good. Now it kind of filled in. our little garden with the little tree. You see the tree? It's kind of fun. I wish I didn't make my lightning bolt so wide. My brush went wide. That's I have what color do I got back here? That's that goldish green. Let's see, I'm trying to see maybe what colors. Danking that out a little bit because it is a little bit wide. It didn't need to be that wide. I can't scrape it off, so let's see what I can do. Add a little blue, purple. We got plenty of black on it. Put them side by side here. Well, on top of each other because this one had air in it. No problem. No problem. And leave a little bit of the brown in it. I'm going to mix these up just a little bit. Should give us kind of close to that. I'm going to see if I can make this a little bit smaller. Areas. It's dry, so I can paint right over it. Just a bit on that line. That actually helped a little bit. Right up to a sharp point here. I like the other side so it doesn't look like I purposely messed it up. I didn't purposely mess it up. It feels like I did. That's what's so fun about painting. You can mess it up just a bit and you can still go back and fix it. Just making this line a little bit. That's better. I'm going to add just a touch of brown, not brown, maybe a touch of white. I'm not going to worry about if it leaves a dot of blue in there. A little bit of the purple. One thing nice about um, lightning does give a little bit of flash on the ground, so I'm just adding just a little yellow where it kind of hit. I'll go in and fix my little lightning bolt itself to be nice and smooth. Try not to shake. Like I said, this wasn't the best flash I ever made. but it's fun. I'm not a professional painter, friends. I just paint for fun. I make it work until I can get something to shine through that I won't be so embarrassed to show you guys. And then when you turn it sideways, you have the flowers, and it looks pretty nice. I think it came out very adorable. I'll definitely use it. I'm going to just fix this top here. I don't like how this blue kind of blue became more of a, so I'm adding just a little bit of the dull purple that I made in here to just tone it down on the side just to make it look like cloudy areas. Streaks of white. Do that. I screw it up. We're good. There you go. What do you think? Looks nice? Thank you. Now, this isn't a professional picture, friends. I am not a professional painter, but just painting something, adding, like, I know I can't paint a flower with crack. I really have to sit down and just really focus on when I paint. Normally, I paint when it's all wet. I don't like to paint when it's dry because it's really hard to blend colors, as you saw. But I think this came out pretty cute for a little lightning thunderstorm. And the flowers also have a little raindrops on it with the flickering of the toothbrush. But I think this will be really cute. Now I will paint the back once this is all dry, probably purple, um, just to make it all finished edge. And then I might add afterwards, I might add a little black, even, I was thinking, probably dangerous, right? Adding color to the edge, but maybe not. Maybe not that. We'll see. But anyway, this is what we did for tonight. I hope you liked it. I hope you have fun. I hope you try it out. And, you know, don't be scared to have fun with painting. Don't be scared of it. If it doesn't turn out, I can tell you what I do. If it doesn't turn out, I take my black and I do it all over again. That's what I do. If you screw up, paint it black. Start again. This is cute. I like this, the thinner light bolt. That's actually pretty cute. All right. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. I'm glad you're all here. And sprinkle out, please, 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 for we can keep growing. And Facebook loves it when you give stars and likes and um, love or hearts or whatever you like to call that. Um, they appreciate it. That's when they know you like us. So please do that to all of our crafters that you follow. And I do have that crafting retreat coming up. There are still openings. So if you're interested in meeting some fun and beautiful people through crafting, this might be a great way to do it. And it'll be here in Bloomington, Minnesota. And I'm near the Mall of America. We're actually about 4 miles from the mall, but it's right off of 494 and France Avenue in Bloomington. And it's at the Holiday Inn. And it's the Midwest Crafting Time Retreat 2023. and I'll have some links for you so you can get scheduled in for that because it's going to be super fun, guys. It's every retreat I've ever gone to has been fabulous, and I met so many people um, through crafting. Uh, some of them have helped me. Some of them I joined their groups, and we work together now, and all those fun things, guys. It's super. I'm cleaning out my white bottle so it doesn't have to have its situation all the time. And it's always my white bottle. I'm not kidding. Anyway, it's it's worth the money and the time. And I tell you, if you have questions about crafting, these people can always help you. Whether it's me or somebody else, it's just always a blast, and it's always um, a great way of building relationships. It's just I don't want to say it's like going to school or anything like that, but you know how we bonded in school? We remember those friends because we were with them, right? And it's the same thing on a crafting retreat. You have the ability to really bond and I think bonding with friends all over the world is just as special as if you're my neighbor. To me, you're my neighbor. You're all over the world. I'm followed all over, guys. I'm in every 50 state. I'm in Canada. We're in Europe. We're in, I'm putting Europe as all of the countries over there. We're in China. We are in Japan. We are in, well, we were in the Ukraine, but I'm not sure how that's working right now. But those are just places that people have connected with me. How they got that far out, you know, I don't know. That's not my job. My job is to uh, create fun crafts for you and then have you all connect in with that. So, with that being said, check out the retreat. It's on the top of my page here, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow night. Thanks so much for coming, and have a lovely, safe evening. Please, please, please. All right. Bye.